and maybe open up a little Q&A just to clear the air with everybody, and then we can jump into the core meeting. So if you don't mind, I'll get started. You good with that? Okay, perfect. Welcome everybody. Obviously, I'm aware of all of the chatter that's been going on since late last night, which I'd like to address. And I'm certainly open to constructive conversations if there's anybody that has anything they want to talk about after I discuss what's been going on. So let me just start by saying this is a world-class team of people and a real company. This is not a Mickey Mouse kindergarten like the traditional Web3 projects that are trading on OpenSea. Okay? What we do professionally. We spend millions of dollars building technology, and we do things the right way. And so the idea of conspiracy theories around us allocating the best horses into our wallet so that we can make some money is absolutely absurd. Okay? Our team works incredibly hard, and it is important that this community speaks respectfully to our team and communicates in a respectful manner. We're incredibly transparent. I get on stage here all the time, and I say it as it is, and I'm open to any questions that you have. But I just want to premise the fact that this is a professional outfit with people that are working around the clock, incredibly hard to deliver a platform that we hope is going to change everyone's lives in a very positive way. What happened last night was quite simple. We've been testing all along, as we do everything that we release. There was some last-minute testing that took place. It required them to mint on a live platform, and they were minting off of a small collection that must have been sorted, and I haven't verified this, but sorted by auction price, which is why there were so many horses within the 23 that were minted that had high prices. In a perfect world, we would have been notified about it. This was done by Access Point, which is the contractor responsible for deploying this particular contract. And we would have, had I known that it was going on live, we would have probably made an announcement to alert the community to that. So in the future, we'll make a better effort of alerting the community to the fact that there's something going on the testing front on our platform. And we'll make certain of that. But again, I just want to stress, this is a highly competent, highly experienced, seasoned team of senior people that are running this company. And when I look at the commentary in Discord, and I understand you're welcome to say whatever you want to say, but try to be respectful and recognize the fact that we're all on the same page over here. And I get the shit talk and all of that stuff that goes on in the culture of Discord. It's just very disheartening when we work so hard to try to create something incredible, which we will deliver on. There's a small hiccup. And while we're kind of working through that and trying to get this out as fast as possible, we recognize that we have to deliver something that that meets our standards and meets the standards of the community. So we're very much aware of that. We're very much on top of it. This is a small hiccup that we're looking into getting fixed, and it's beyond just the the testing. There were some format issues that came to my attention as it relates to the metadata, how it's represented, how we release the actual delivery and reveal of the horses in a collection that wasn't exactly the way we anticipated it happening. So we're exploring right now with our team. They've been meeting for a couple of hours trying to figure out, do we continue the release the way we originally had it planned, or do we rewrite the contract to do it in a different way that creates a better experience for our community and for the large wave of people that we expect to come into the community in a very short period. So we're cognizant of all of this. That's all I have to say. If there's anything specific that anybody wants to ask me, I'm here. So feel free to raise your hand and I'll take a few questions and hopefully we can just put this to bed.
Morning. How are you?
Hi, Adam.
So the testing was on the 25th, right? You said last night it
We've
was
been
done on.
testing. We test all the time.
No,
So
the specific the randomization of 23 horses happened at 9:54 on the 25th.
you're talking about the minting of those horses into the company wallet?
Well, they're pre-minted. Yeah, they were pre-minted a few minutes before the test, and then 1 minute after they were pre-minted, they were put into the randomization contract. There was a call for 20 horses to be put into the randomization contract, and that
Uh-huh.
happened. I'm just trying to figure it out because all the different time
Yeah,
zones.
so Adam, I can tell you that I'm not close to all the technical details associated with this. We're meeting with the team that was responsible for the testing to understand exactly kind of what happened and why it was done the way they did it. I don't have any particular concerns around it. I know that we introduced a variety of components to this contract that didn't exist in prior contracts to ensure the integrity of the randomization. And that may have been what they were testing, but I don't have all that information now to discuss with you and to address, other than to tell you there's nothing nefarious here. This was strictly a testing on the public contract, and there was
I'm
nothing
just
else to it.
Yeah, just trying to confirm timelines and facts. And then the other thing I'd like to know, this is a request that maybe you can get with the team that's doing this stuff and come back to us again as a request, respectfully requesting. Um, why does in real life auction price, why is that even a variable within the randomization contract? That doesn't make any sense to me logically. Why would any value variables affect a randomization of a token ID? Um, I just want to know why that was even put in there, let alone be there for a bug to happen because of a zero value of a variable of price. Makes zero sense. But that's my request. If you can let us know
Yeah,
why that was even in
Adam,
your contract.
I appreciate your request. I will look into it, and we will either have a technician that was responsible for this respond directly through an announcement, or maybe come on an AMA so that you can have that conversation directly with them. But I did take note of your question, and I will be certain to respond to you and to the community.
Have a great day.
Thank you, Adam.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, I was just wondering that the 23 horses that were pulled into the company wallet, will those be put back before the randomization starts after the testing that they're going to do?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
100%, of course. And going forward, our intention is to have a more structured process when it relates to any kind of testing that involves the actual contract and that's visible to the public. So you'll have notification of that going forward. We're going to develop internal processes so that there are no surprises and there isn't this kind of speculation around any kind of questionable activity in the future.
Yeah, the randomization just needs to be, beyond reproach, has to be provable, and then it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you that we deployed Chainlink as part of this specifically to address that, and we hadn't used that in the past. And I know that they're meeting with the development team right now to address, the challenges that were created as a result of integrating that into the contract, because it creates other issues as it relates to user experience on the marketplace side, and that's the issue. So we have to decide: do we continue that way? And leave the experience as it is, or do we restructure the experience so that when you're looking at the actual collection, you're only looking at the collection that was delivered, not the entire catalog, and that's a big part of the problem that we're addressing right now.
So then, do we know if the reveal is still happening today, or is that going to be delayed?
We're actually waiting. I'm waiting on our team. They've been meeting with the particular developers that were responsible for this contract. And we're going to have another meeting after this AMA to determine what the path is, whether it's a quick fix, whether it's a rewrite of the contract, and we will completely communicate clearly what we intend to do after we've had a chance to look at everything. And I'm hopeful that we'll be able to put that communication out in the next couple of hours.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate the emotions that are around this. This is supposed to be a very special day for us. It's a milestone, and whether we're able to get it out today or whether there's a slight delay, I can promise you the experience is going to be off the charts, incredible. For those of you that had a chance to at least take a look at some of the stuff that should not have been revealed yet, but that was as part of this process, I'm sure you'll begin to appreciate the kind of work that's going into what this is going to look like, because it's all visible right now. So there are still more surprises coming, and things that are going to surprise and delight everybody. And hopefully we'll be able to roll it out the way we intended to roll it out, either later today or in the coming days. So I'll have more information on that. We'll post it in the form of an announcement. If it requires an AMA, we'll schedule that as well. And with that, I will leave you with Troy and the rest of the team to talk about the yearling data. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.